What's up, y'all? It's Big DP, Kingpin Chronicles. Just make a quick video reaction to $1 million worth of game. Shout out to them boys, Wallow and Gillie, from up out of Philly. I had a chance to hang out and party with Gillie one time at a party I had, not I had, but a little investment group I was in. We had a party up in Philly for this crypto debit card that they had came out with, and I met him. You know, he was a cool dude, man. He laid back, man. You know, but they had did a video where they was riding, him and Wallow and Gillie was talking about if your sons, he was talking about the women continually going and belling these YNs out of jail and helping to get them out, and just the whole debate about whether you should bond your kids out when they out here committing crimes and going to jail. My opinion is, and I'm gonna be honest because I got adult kids, my oldest son, I bonded him out of jail one time, and it was for my own personal reasons at one particular time, but and he was really in some trouble, so I bonded him out at that time, and I let him know at a certain point, if you're gonna be out there getting in trouble, you better be able to get yourself out of it, because, you know, me and your mom, we ain't finna be, you know, we got other things and other kids that, you know, them funds need to be there for. We can't be worrying about taking care of no grown kids. So me personally, at the point I am with my adult kids, if they make any mistakes now, then they better know something, you know. So I agree with Gillie when it come down to that, because you don't want to give people that pad and that extra comfort of knowing that somebody gonna be there to bail them out of the trouble they done got themselves into, you know. So it got to be some sort of understanding of the consequences of the actions you take. You know what I'm saying? And your mama and your daddy, they not responsible for the actions you taking out there in the streets. They just not responsible, you know what I'm saying? And I can't say whether it's wrong or right for a parent to, you know, help their kids out, bonding them out, putting the house up and all that, or not doing any of that and telling them, man, you're on your own, you know. I'm of the opinion that these dudes, you know, where your homies at. The homies supposed to be the ones, you know what I'm saying, there for you in them types of times of needs. Not mama and grandma and all of that. That's just my opinion. You know, I ain't knocking nobody who love their kids that much. And I ain't gonna even say that, because it don't determine whether you love your kids more or less. If you bond them out of jail, you know what I'm saying? Because I know I personally couldn't call my mom. I could not call my mom. My dad never really, you know what I'm saying? And I just wasn't calling nobody anyway, because I put myself down, you know what I'm saying? So I always understood that, and for the most part I always had my own, you know what I'm saying? And that's one of the things about these dudes in the streets, man. You're out here taking all these chances, you know, and having all this fun, right? You fresh, you know, smoking that gas, that za every day, you know what I'm saying, and all that, but you can't bond out of jail. You can't get a lawyer. That's priorities, you know what I'm saying? That come down to priorities. Are your priorities in order, dog? No, they ain't. If you gotta call your mama to bond you out, you gotta call your mama and your daddy to get you a lawyer. You ain't no hustler. You ain't no street dude, because street dudes, you know, that's one of the things that come with it, and they understand that, so they prepare when them situations come. So if you think you want to be a YN out here, and you want to be turned up, or whatever the new words is for y'all out there, man, yo, you know, man, have you some money, man. Quit stressing your mama and your daddy out, man. Quit making them work that much harder to try to get you out of the shit you done got yourself into. You see? Done changed so much out here to where that, man, these just don't understand, man. Y'all ain't even really meant for the game. Y'all ain't the streets. The streets started as a thing that was a necessity to people. I didn't hustle because I just wanted to ball and hang out with my home. I hustled because we were poor. You know, I'm an 80s baby. I was born in 79, but I'm an 80. I came through the crack era, you know? So I shouldn't have to say no more. You know what I'm saying? It was rough, right? These kids don't know nothing about that. These kids they don't know nothing about wearing Bobos and no non-name brand clothes. You don't see that no more. These kids growing up wearing Jordans and all of this Polo, and they fresh to death. They don't know. They eat good. They don't eat nothing but McDonald's and out to eat foods. They don't know what it's like not to have no food in the house to eat. No clothes. You know what I'm saying? For the new school year. No shoes. Mama, you coming through with the McGregors with the big tongue about this big. You feel me? And now you gotta learn how to chunk them for real, cause you the butt of all the jokes at school. And on the playoffs, see, they don't know nothing about that. That's how we got hardened. That's how we became battle tested. You feel? That's how I became battle tested. You know, and then what happened was that's also the thing, right? That taught me to respect money. To respect money, because I know what it's like when you ain't got nothing. Right? So when you get something, man, you die before you let it go. You hold on. You find ways to invest that and put that into something to where that when them times come, you feel me? You got that pillow. You got that pillow, that cushion. Yeah. To lean back on. Right? Man, flashy ain't the way. Right? And ain't no more gangsters in the streets. Right? Ain't nothing but thugs. It's a difference between a gangster and a thug. A thug just out there causing havoc and being a problem. Ain't no money involved in thugging. You feel me? Gangsters, in my opinion, get money. They street businessmen. If you ain't in the streets getting money, you wasting your time. If you evolve around violence, and violence is the way you fix and deal with all your issues, you ain't gonna last long, dog. You ain't gonna last long. And from my experience in the streets, the violent ones be the snitches. Because they always facing the most time. The worst charges. If you look back and look at all the crimes, the violent ones be the snitches. I must say 80 to 85, 90% of the time. You know what I'm saying? The laid back, cool gangsters that get money, they be the ones get told on. Because they be out the way. They be the ones that ain't got nothing to worry about. If they catch their lick, they'll go do it because they've been putting their money in all the right things, right? To where that now that money will take care of them and their family for a couple years while they lay down, man, and get ready for they come back. You know? And then back to that whole prison thing, they kind of was I seen a couple other channels and they went into what Gillie and Wallow were talking about, and then they were talking about how people go into prison with 2 years and wound up doing 17. Man, that's their fault. I'm gonna tell y'all, prison did not change me one bit. Prison didn't change me one bit. What prison did was prison opened my eyes up. And prison made me realize that I saw the difference, right? I'm going to tell y'all, right? I got to, they moved me around a lot, around Florida. So I was coming back down south and they sent me to CFRC, Orlando Reception Center, Orlando, Florida. And I was there, and the officer on the intake told us, he said, He said, if you're an inmate, you're going to have a problem here. If you're a convict, your time going to be laid back and real easy. Right? And I had heard people saying, like, I'm a convict, I'm a convict, I'm a convict. I understood what it meant. The hot dudes in prison is the ones that everybody hear, everybody see. Everybody know what they got going on. I moved through prison the same way I moved on the streets. Right? I ain't hang no clique, no crowd. I ain't hang with all the people that was from where I was from. You know? We kicked it. Now, I ain't saying I don't fuck with my peoples, but I ain't never been no hang around dude, no clean on. You feel me? I noticed that some dudes was meant to be there. God, that sound rough. That sound hard. Some dudes need to be there. Yeah, they need to be there. Right? And some dudes need to go there to see, right, that they ain't the type of dude that's supposed to be in there. And that's what happened to me. I went in there and I immediately noticed that I wasn't the type of dude that was supposed to be in there. I was so much better of a person, right, than the person I had been portraying myself as. The person that got themselves in the situation to where that I had to go to prison, right? Because I can use my mind, right, to not only change my mentality, but use my evolved mentality, right, as the basis for my financial growth. As y'all can see, I didn't change who I was, right? I just changed the direction I aimed it at. The same hustle, the same grind, the same DP, right? The same DP, right? I went to this one thing and where was this at? It might have been in Boston. It was in Boston. No, we was in Jersey. It was another one of these get-togethers with all these MLM people that was multi-millionaires, right? So the leader of the group, this dude, right? I pull up in there, me and my girl, we pull up in there. I step in the room. Now, all of them, they the big dogs. But I step in the room and, oh man, I'm flooded, right? I'm flooded. I look like a chandelier in Donald Trump, hanging from Donald Trump 50-foot ceiling, man. I'm lit up. Dude walk up to me and he say, God damn, Nino Brown. Okay, Nino Brown. I'm here with you. That's how ignorant he was, but he missed the whole fact. Nigga, I'm here with you. I'm here with you. He was one of the people that hey, he thought, cause he finally got a couple dollars, right? He 50 years old. He finally, I ain't down on him cause he all right brother, but for some reason he had something against me. But he done finally got a taste of what it feel like to touch some money. Not understanding, it's people in this world been doing that since they was teenagers. So even that just show you, even in those areas or in them groups, you're gonna run into the same thing. But right, see that inmate not convict thing. See, he want everybody to know what he got and what he doing, so everybody can say, "Ooh, he worth this much. Ooh, he got this." But there's people out there been had all that. Been had all that. So cars don't impress us. I don't even know how many cars I done had. I be in conversations and be like, damn, I forgot all about that car. I used to buy 2 cars every year just to switch it up and not ride. Yeah. So cars that don't impress me. And I'm riding foreigns 20 years. 20 years now you can ride in one. So don't let none of that stuff impress you, right? Because when you're doing your thing, all that stuff become nothing. Real hustlers and real people in the business world understand that once you spend that money on that stuff, that money gone, you never get it back. And you can't even use the car for nothing but to drive around in. And people look at you and say, ooh, you got some money in the car. Yeah, how many times seen Bill Gates stunting? Warren Buffett them stunting. Putting on for the city. You don't see it. You don't see it. So, prison ain't gonna change nobody, right? But it's some people that need to be there, and it's some people that ain't meant to be there. It's some people that need to go there to see that they ain't the type of person that belong in there. There's a lot of people in there don't belong in there, right? They want it to be in there. They want it to be a gangster. They want everybody to think or see them some kind of way. That ain't the way, y'all. So I'm gonna just say, man, I kind of agree with Gillie to the point where, okay, if this child of yours done had that first or second chance, and you done helped them once or twice, and you done explained to them, and they got a taste of it, man, you gotta let them go, because they might be one of them people that need to be in there or need to go and spend some time there to understand what a blessing it is to be free. Because I love to be free, y'all. Boy, I love it out here, boy. I love it all, boy. I love it out here, boy. There's so many things you can do out here that you can't do in there. You know what I'm saying? So, that's just my reaction to Gillie and Wallow, man. I agree with them boys, man. These YNs out here, man, they got to learn the hard way. Or you gonna be broke trying to run behind them and save them, and they ain't learning no lessons. I'm gone, man. Leave a comment, right? Let me know what you think about what Gillie said and how him and Wallow, man. That ain't no madness, man. I agree with them boys, and I think that it got to be a point where you got to let your kids grow up and suffer consequences for some of the adult decisions that they making out here in this world. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Man, y'all, let's build this thing up, man. Let's get to 1,000 followers. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers. And we'll go from there, man. Let's get this thing going so we can get this out, man, and let these YNs out here know, man, the streets is a dead end. It ain't nothing out there. The big meats mythology is just what it is. It's a myth, right? Because that's just a long story, but it just show you, right, what's gonna happen. It show you what's gonna happen, and then it show you what you got to do to get yourself out of them situations, right? And then guess what? The money be gone. The lawyer got it all. You spend it all on canteen. All right, y'all. DP, man. Kingpin Chronicles. Real crime. Real consequences. Real redemption. Because that's the key. The key is learning from your mistakes, right? And getting better at being a person as you go. That's your purpose. That should be your goal. And that's what we're going to help young brothers get the mentality of knowing that, man, y'all young kings, man. Just like you could use that mind, right, in a negative manner, use it in a positive manner, and the reward is tenfold. It's tenfold. And you gotta look over your shoulders. You gotta be running from troll. You gotta worry about nobody telling you. Please, y'all. Please, everybody that see this, go tell somebody, right? This is what I want y'all to do. Go tell it. Tell it all, right? I'm gonna give y'all something to tell. Go tell somebody, Big DP over here giving out the game. 25 years or better, on the ground, 10 toes down, in the streets, neck deep. You feel me? And I'm telling y'all, man, no matter what, ain't nothing positive gonna come out of it. Ain't nothing positive gonna come out of it. Even if you do get the money, guess what you're gonna be? You're gonna be by yourself, you're gonna be lonely, you're gonna be scared of everything. You're not gonna be able to mess with nobody. So, man, listen, man. Let's turn positive for this 2025, man. And let's start setting some positive goals and then striving to get to them. I'm out. I've been running my mouth long enough. Big DP, like, share, subscribe. I'm out.